Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Man, this feels really weird. I have not recorded a YouTube video in quite a long time, and a lot of my clients were DMing me telling me how much they missed my videos and that they still watch my old ones that I uploaded. So I was encouraged and I thought, you know what? I have to get ready. I don't have any clients today because it is Thanksgiving lunch with my 7th and 8th grader. Adriana and Erica have their Thanksgiving lunch today at school, and let me know in the comments down below how you feel about Thanksgiving lunch. But I always loved Thanksgiving lunch as a kid growing up, and I wish they served more. I wish I could get up and go for seconds, but I love the cafeteria Thanksgiving lunch. The pumpkin pie, If this goes up and you're watching this on my YouTube channel, that means it turned out good. So keep watching till the end. Alright guys, so I am just hanging out here with all my imperfections. I am still struggling with my hyperpigmentation. I've just accepted it. I have a really good skincare regimen. There's times it's really calm, there's times it flares up. It's just the fact of life, and I've accepted it. I'm okay with it. I know that I take really good care of my skin. I eat really well. I drink lots of water. I just think that at this time in my life, this is my skin at the moment. All right, guys, so my friend Taylor, she's a sweetheart. I'll put her information down below in this description bar. She sells lip scents. She sent me some samples of foundation, of their foundation. I did try this already. I've worn it once. I liked how it wore. My skin at the end of the day, normally when I'm trying a new foundation, I can tell it's not gonna work. Because when I take my makeup off at the end of the day, like, I just see tons of clogged pores. And with this one, I didn't notice that. Like, I washed my face and it didn't look, I don't know how to explain it. I just noticed my pores didn't look clogged or irritated. And I wore this for a full day. I worked all day. I went to a concert later on that night with my family at our church. We went to go watch Big Daddy Weave. It was amazing, such an amazing worship experience. I encourage you to go with your family if you ever can. Go to a concert like that. It was just amazing. It was an amazing experience. So I'm glad that we were able to take the girls and my husband. We had a good time. So I'm gonna test these out on camera. These are gluten-free, paraben-free. They are made to soothe and calm redness in your skin. They also are this is also a plant-based foundation. So all of those, like, grabbed my attention, and I'm really grateful and really excited that Taylor sent me these samples to try. She sent me 2 colors. I sent her a picture of my skin in natural lighting with no makeup on, and she sent me these 2 colors. So I don't remember which one I already tried, but it was a pretty good match. This foundation is also like self-adjusting. So even if it might not be your perfect match, it kind of like self-adjusts to your skin tone, which is really cool that it has that technology. So let's get started. Like I said, I don't remember which one I tried. I think it was Dewy. She sent me the color. She sent me the shade Dewy and the shade Fawn. I'm gonna go in with Dewy. I feel like this is the one I tried yesterday. All right, so that is the first little layer. It did a good job of kind of like, I guess you can kind of see how it starts to calm down the redness. I still want to go in with another layer on my hyperpigmentation, which is what I normally do with other foundations anyway. And I'm actually gonna get my finger and dot it like this on the areas where I want more coverage. So that was 2 layers. I'm okay with the finish so far because like I said, I'm still gonna go in and do concealer. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Wear in the shade Medium Sand. I love this concealer. It is so good. I definitely like it a lot more than Shape Tape. I feel like Shape Tape had its like glory days. It was like the best concealer ever, but so many other brands have come out with like their version of Shape Tape, and I think that's okay, you know, because this is definitely more affordable. I want to say it's like $4 or $5. I don't think it's any more than that, but if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. We'll just say it's no more than $6 on the safe side. So I usually just dot it right here, and that is absolutely enough. Like that is enough. And then I'll do a little bit under my nose right here, and that's enough concealer. And then I just blend it out. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes just a little bit. I'm gonna press in some powder, and I'm actually going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair Light 10. This powder is amazing. If you have never tried it, it is absolutely amazing. It comes in a wide variety of colors. So for a setting powder, I think that that's really good. But I'm just gonna press this into my skin and my under eye. Then I'm just gonna take whatever is left on my sponge and like press my skin. I don't wanna pick up too much like extra powder. Like this is enough to kind of set it. I just kind of press everything into my skin. All right, now we're going to go and fill in my eyebrows. My eyebrow routine is so easy. All right, you guys, there may be some shift in lighting. I'm trying to film with natural lighting right now. So it just got really dark back there, but I think I'm still pretty lit. I'm sitting in front of my window doing my makeup right now. But anyway, what I was saying is ever since I got my eyebrows microbladed, it's like the easiest part of my makeup routine. So I usually just take a brow gel, and this absolutely is not necessary. If you can see, my brows look pretty good, but I like to go in with the brow gel just to kind of define them, lift them up, and yeah, that's really all. Like this point, this step is not necessary, but I like to do it because I like to. My brows are done. I do like to go in and clean them up. Like I said, this step is totally not necessary. And now my eyebrows are cleaned up. Like I said, that step was totally unnecessary, but I like to do it just because it just sharpens them. So today I'm going to use this makeup palette for the very first time. It is the Let's Do Makeup Live Glam Shadow Me palette. I haven't used this. I got it when it launched like 5 months ago, and I've just had it in storage, like just sitting there, just because I just didn't want to use it. I kind of just got it to support Let's Do Makeup because she's from El Paso, which is where I live, and I like her. Like, I've been a fan of her since she used to do her lives on Facebook, and yeah, she's just really funny, really entertaining. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use her eyeshadow palette that she created today because I'm also going to use her lippies. These I just bought. I bought her lippie bundles because when they first came out, I completely forgot, and they sold out by the time I logged on to buy them. So I remembered this time, and I bought just the lippie bundle because I already had the eyeshadow palette. Anyway, done rambling. I'm gonna go in with the shade Kangaroo first. I'm gonna use this one first. And that's what I'm gonna buff into my crease. And I'm using a Morphe E23. Okay, and as I'm adding shades into my crease, I always like to smoke out my lower lash line. So as I place the color in my crease, I'm also gonna go down and shade my lower lash line. I'm gonna look crazy through the process, but just trust the process. Okay, now I'm gonna get one of these Lurella Cosmetic eyeshadow brushes. It doesn't have a number, but it's by the brand Lurella. And I'm gonna go into the shade 915, which is this one right here. And then I'm gonna go back with the first brush that I used with no extra product on it. And I'm just gonna go over that again. I'm getting the same 915 shade on this Morphe E36, and I'm just smudging out my lower lash line. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade, ooh, I'm not sure. I don't know if I wanna do Cristina or Hello. I'm such a creature of habit, so I'm gonna go into this shade Cristina right here, which is like this gold shade. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, yes. This is going on my lid. Wow. I really love that shade on my lid. It's really pretty. This is like how I do my eyes all the time. These are my go-to colors. I'm sorry, I'm such a creature of habit. I can't help it, but I really wanted to use that blue one day. I'm gonna have to use that blue. It's really pretty. Let's see how it swatches. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna deepen my outer V just a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in with this Lurella Cosmetics brush. It's just a really thin, pointy shader brush. And I'm gonna go into the wrong O, this one right here, and I'm just gonna dip the tip of it. And then I'm gonna go right here and just concentrate it on the outer part of my eye. I like it, I like it. I'm gonna take a little bit of that wrong O shade that I just deepened my crease or the outer part of my V with, and I'm gonna take this little brush that I've been using to smudge on my lower lash line, and I'm just gonna use it to also do the same thing, smudge the outer part, and then kind of connect it right here. All right. So my eyeshadow is pretty much done. I really like this palette. Why have I not been showing it some love? Why has it just been sitting in my makeup drawers for the last 5 months? I just didn't want to dip into it. You know, I kind of wanted to just save it and have it, but I really like it, so I'll probably start dipping into it a little bit more. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of clean up. I usually go back into this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and I'll get a little bit on the lid. We almost had an accident. I almost spilled powder everywhere. Get a little bit on the lid, and then I clean it up right here, like that. Ooh, careful with your hair. And that kind of just sharpens it up and cleans it up. I know I look crazy, I know, but we're gonna let it sit there and we're gonna let it bake for a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of soft contouring with some powder. I say soft contouring, but I'm gonna be like, all right, so I'm gonna use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzing powder, and I'm gonna use my Japanese brush. I love this brush for bronzing. It's just like the perfect little shape in the handle. I really like it. Now I'm also going to sharpen up right here. I normally don't do this, but what the heck? Let's do it anyway. Just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust this powder off, and I'm just gonna use a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm gonna gently, like, I kind of press and then sweep away. Like press and then sweep away, and then I sweep this right here. Press and then sweep away. All right, now I'm gonna go in with MAC Gingerly as my blush because I feel like it's a nice, like, warm tone, like peachy color, and I feel like it would complement this look. This is like a slightly angled blush brush, and this is usually what I'll do to tie in my looks. I got this trick from Scott Barnes. I've followed his tricks for years. He's amazing. He's actually Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist. Well, I mean, he's done tons of celebrities, but that's who he's most famous for, is he's Jennifer Lopez's main makeup artist, and he's amazing. I love Scott Barnes, and I'm grateful how willing he is to share his tricks and techniques over the years. But anyway, this trick is something that I got from him, and I've done it for years on myself, on brides, on models, during photo shoots, and it really just ties in the look. So you want to get your brush, and you want to get the tip of your, if you use an angled blush brush, which I normally do because I like the shape and the contour of it, and it just helps to apply the blush, you know, perfectly where it needs to go. So I get the tip of it, I dip it right here in the blush, I dust off the excess, and just with the tip, I run it along right here. And you may not notice a huge difference, but to me, it just kind of ties in the look and gives the eye that extra little, like, shading. And I always do this. And then I'll even get a small brush, and I'll go back in and I'll do it all across my lower lash line with the blush. And ta-da! So I'm gonna go ahead and spray and set my face, get my bougie fan ready. So the two mascaras that I've really been liking, I always cocktail my mascaras. I cocktail a lot of things. There's no rules to makeup. You can mix anything you want. If it works and it for you, I mean, you can mix as many products as you want. I mean, I mix lipsticks to get like that perfect nude shade, lip liners, eyeshadows. I will layer eyeshadows on top of each other. So there's really no rules to makeup. Honestly, there is not. But I like to layer mascaras. I have never found a mascara that I can just, is my go-to all-in-one. I've always like mixed and cocktailed my mascaras. Anyway, the two that I've been using lately are by Maybelline. Maybelline has great mascaras, and I've been using the Maybelline Lash Sensational, which has a wand that has the little more stiffer, like spikier bristles on it. So that's the one that I've been using, and it has a curve to it. And then the second one that I've been using is the Maybelline is the Maybelline Total Temptation, and I like this one because this gives my lashes volume, and the brush is softer, thicker, fluffier, and the formula really just clumps onto my lashes and makes them nice and thick. So I'm gonna go in with the Lash Sensation first. Dang it! I got mascara right there. Ugh, I'll show you guys a trick. Okay, so that is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I got mascara on my eyeshadow. Happens like 95% of the time, but I'll show you guys a little trick. I'm just gonna let it dry down a little bit, but I'm gonna continue on, and I'm gonna go ahead and layer on top is the Maybelline Total Temptation. Okay, so I'm gonna let that mascara dry down. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite, absolute favorite lower lash mascara. Yes, I have a specific mascara for my lower lashes. It is the MAC Giga Black Lash. I love this formula. I love the wand. It's just the perfect little mascara for your lower lashes. I'm going to continue to let that mascara dry. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. I'm going to use Dose of Colors and I Love Sada E collaboration. I'm going to use the shade Soulmate. And one of my favorite highlighting brushes is the Anastasia A23 brush. I just really like this brush. I've gone through a few of them. I have a few in my kit, and it's just the highlighting brush that I like. All nice and highlighted. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys, if you get mascara and you think that you've completely ruined your eyeshadow look, you have not. Do not fret. Just let it dry. Go on to something else in your makeup, or just kind of leave it there, forget about it, let it kind of dry. So what you want to do is you want to get just a spoolie brush. Any kind of spoolie brush will do. This one is from ColourPop. And then what you want to do is you just want to get like the tip of it, see where that little dot is, and then it just kind of flakes away. You just want to flake it away wherever you got mascara. Then you can go back with your eyeshadow brush that you used, and it's like it never happened. I'm gonna do the same to this eye because I kind of got a little bit right here on the gold pigment part, so I'm gonna have to go back in with some gold pigment, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back in with this brush right here, and then I'm gonna get a little bit more of that gold pigment. I'm gonna use my pinky because it's a smaller finger, and I'm just gonna lightly press it right there. And ta-da, it's like it never happened. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with my lip. I'm gonna go ahead and use the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in Nude 1.5. And then I'm gonna use the Let's Do Makeup Live Glam collection in the shade Cristal. Alright, you guys, so that is the finished look. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I don't know why I didn't dip into this eyeshadow palette to begin with. It's really good. I think she still has, because she recently relaunched, I think, a bundle with her 3 lippies and this eyeshadow palette. And I think they're still available. I would recommend it. It's a really good palette. The shadows blended out really pretty. I like the shades in there. There's kind of a little bit of variety to do a little bit of everything. I cannot wait to jump in and use this blue shade. I usually like to use a pop of color in my waterline, so I might do something like that, or I might put it all over my lid. But yeah, this is just like my go-to colors, and that's what I feel comfortable with, and so that's what I did today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm gonna go do my hair. I might go live on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, you totally should. I post a lot on there. It's my business page, and I post a lot of my work, when I do hair, when I have wedding parties, when I have a makeup session. So yeah, I'm gonna go live right now and show how I curl my hair. So I'll leave all that information down below. Oh, my thoughts on the foundation. I like it. Like, look how pretty. Like, once I put on the rest of my makeup, I actually really, let me get up close a little. But I like it. And I didn't even use a primer. And it, see, you can tell in the beginning, like, my redness was still popping through a little bit. Now, granted, I did go on and put bronzer and blush, but I definitely feel like, and this is how I felt yesterday when I wore it. I felt like, oh man, it's really not covering that much. But like after a couple of hours, my redness seemed to kind of tone down. So I'm excited to keep trying it. I think I'm gonna continue to use it the rest of the week. Today is Wednesday. I used it yesterday, which was Tuesday. So I'm gonna continue to use it the rest of the week. I possibly may order a full size just because if my skin does really well with it during the rest of the week and I don't get any breakouts or clogged pores or anything like that, then it's definitely a go-to. Plus, I love all the benefits of this foundation. It's paraben-free, gluten-free, it's anti-aging, it soothes and calms your redness, and it also is a plant-based foundation. So I really like that. There's no chemicals or anything like that. It doesn't have like a weird smell to it either. Like, it doesn't really smell like anything. So yeah, that is my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. I have to shut up so I can hurry up and curl my hair. Hopefully I have time to do it live. But yeah, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Adios.